Time now for Brunswick Chamber Highlights on ATMC Television Channel 3. Bringing you the best of Brunswick.
Good day, Brunswick County. I'm Kathy Altman, President of the Brunswick County Chamber of Commerce and your host of Brunswick Chamber Highlights. We're building community and supporting business. Today's guests include Mark Koval of the Communities in School program, Sheila Smeltzer of A+ Pro Window Cleaning, and Deb and Jim Boyce from the Ocean Isle Beach Sea Turtle Protection Organization. Let's first welcome Mark Koval. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kathy.
We're always glad to have you as a guest on our chamber show. Tell us what's new and great with CIS.
Well, we have, as you know, I'm the fundraising director, resource development director, and we have a number of really exciting events coming up in May, on May 21st, which is a Saturday, at the newly named Brunswick County Airport. It's called the Cape Fear Regional Jetport, is our third annual Big Toy Day.
Big Toy Day. Now, everybody loves toys, but these are unique big toys. Explain what Big Toy Day is.
Well, it's a day that we want to get the families out to interact with a lot of professionals that we have there that have the fire engines and the police cars and some other unique things like what's called a Marshmaster from Progress Energy. I've never seen this.
What is a Marshmaster?
I have no idea. We're going to find out.
I envision that goes over the marsh.
Yes, that's correct.
To get to certain areas.
But I've never seen it, so
that's going to
it'll
be
be
fascinating.
a surprise. But things like that, that they can interact with and stimulate their minds to, maybe, you never know, they may become one of these professions.
A master of the marsh.
Or a fireman or a policeman. But we also have, this year, some of the newest things we have is a petting zoo, which will be exciting. It's a free petting zoo, so the kids will be able to interact with these unique animals and feed them. We have a gem mining station where they'll be able to mine for stones and things like that, so that'll be exciting. Of course, we have our camel and pony rides again, like we did last year, which is always fascinating.
Yeah, there's something about camels and ponies that kids love.
Absolutely.
And I know it's a fundraiser, so
Yes.
Is there a small admission fee?
Yes, there is. It's $5 per person,
Okay.
and children under 5 get in for free. So last year it is a fundraiser, but it's more of a community event that we want to bring the kids and their families out to have a fun day.
Well, you know, it can encourage or inspire children, like you were saying,
Yep.
to say, you know, I really want to be a fireman, and then they get to see the big fire truck and ring the bell, and then that solidifies in their mind, yes, this is what I want to do.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a lot of fun. I know you also have like big tractors and big equipment.
There's going to be, hopefully, we're still working on this, but there's going to be some mud racing vehicles, and Black's Tire is hopefully bringing one of their trucks that they race with, as far as a boom truck as well, and just a whole slew of other things. We've partnered with a number of folks who are our sponsors, including ATMC. They're going to be one of our sponsors this year, but also Cumulus Broadcasting that's going to help us promote the event prior to it. So we're very blessed to have them on board with us as well.
And so what else is coming up after Big Toy Day?
Well, right now, actually, now through the end of June, we have a new fundraiser that our board decided to have. It's a big 50-50 raffle where we're only going to be selling 2,000 tickets. And when we sell those 2,000 tickets, one lucky winner will get $10,000, and we in turn will get $10,000 to help our programs.
And tickets are just $10 each.
$10 each, and
limited number of tickets to be sold.
That's right. And we have about 50 folks out there, our board staff and other venues that are helping us sell these tickets. So we should be able to sell all these tickets.
And of course, if any of our viewers are interested in purchasing tickets, they can always reach you at Communities and Schools,
correct.
and we'll give that phone number in just a minute on the website.
Absolutely.
And of course, this fundraiser was started because of the drop in funding that all of our nonprofits are seeing due to budget cuts throughout the state.
That's right.
And so Communities and Schools is also on that end, having to come up with other ideas for fundraising.
Yeah, Kathy, we've lost in the last couple of years about $700,000 in funding. We're still a large organization. We were much larger then when we had those programs in place, but unfortunately we did lose that. We're trying to get that money back through fundraisers like this, as well as our thrift shops. And in fact, we're expanding our thrift shop in Southport because we realize we need to sell furniture and larger items. We've taken some smaller furniture pieces in the past, but we need to take that next step. And our board has agreed to do that, and we're expanding our Southport store. It'll be 2 doors down from the existing store in the same complex, and it will be opening soon.
Joining us now is Sheila Smeltzer. Sheila, welcome to today's show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Very glad that you're a guest. What makes A+ Pro Window Cleaning, what makes it a professional company?
Our professional window cleaning service has to do with the tools that we use, our knowledge in using them, the solution that we use in cleaning windows. It just puts a beautiful shine on the glass, uncomparable to products that you buy off the store shelf. And the other thing that makes our company professional is that we're safety trained in accessing windows that the homeowner can normally not get to. And you know, builders like to build homes with high windows that the homeowner says, now how in the world am I going to maintain that piece of glass? And that's where we come in.
And so you and your entire team, you go through safety training on an ongoing basis, don't you?
We do. I hold monthly safety meetings. It all comes out of what's called the ANSI I-14 safety standard that's accepted by OSHA. It's a specific window cleaning safety standard and specific to our industry. So we implement that. It's more on a residential level. We are insured to do 10 stories and below, but obviously right here in Brunswick County, we only have about 5 stories and below. So we are trained to do everything from that level down.
What other types of services do you provide for your clients, whether it's residential or commercial?
In professional window cleaning, and that is really our primary service that we offer that we believe that we do better than anybody else in Brunswick County. Other complementary services, which I call our staple services, have to do with our pressure washing. We offer a full house wash top to bottom. With that, we perform gutter clean outs. We check all downspouts, make sure everything's running, you know, clearly and flowing nice in the gutters. And we also offer a cleaning of the Carolina rooms, which we call the vinyl enclosures. It's the 4-track sliding vinyl windows that slide up and down. And many of our homeowners have these rooms, and we have over the years perfected our service in cleaning those. And we're very efficient and good at doing that, and it's just very important for maintaining those products.
Well, it's spring, and we know what spring is. That means pollen. Let's talk about that yellow, awful stuff. I mean, we have to have it, but let's talk about it. I bet your services are perfect for how to remove pollen, and I'm sure there are things that you can share with our viewers about that.
You know, in this season, and we've been in business for 12 years, in this season...
In Brunswick County?
In Brunswick County, since 1999. And this season, I believe, is one of the worst pollen seasons I've seen. Thankfully, we've had this rain that have knocked a lot of the pollen down, but it's still coming out. Obviously, all the external cleaning facade services that we offer just wash away all that pollen. Then we go in, we detail windows, which includes all the sills, the screens, the glass, and the frame. So all of those surfaces are clean, detailed. And obviously with the Carolina rooms, the vinyl enclosures, all of the exterior surfaces with our top to bottom house wash and our window cleaning service, you add the vinyls, and now we've cleaned everything away.
Well, earlier we were also talking about window replacement or getting the scratches or breaks out of a window. Let's talk about that for a minute. There may be someone that owns a home, they have a cracked window pane or a big pane of glass. They don't want to replace it, or it may be too costly. How can you help that individual?
Well, there's a number of, and as we've progressed as a window cleaning company, I have become very educated in glass products. The biggest thing that there's normally three things that cause damage to windows as far as glass goes. First of all, we have what we call the failed insulated glass unit. Everybody has seen them. It's when the inside of two panes of glass become foggy. They get moisture in there. That's a failed seal, and properly termed a failed IG unit. There are services, we do not offer them, that can remove and seal up that glass unit again and remove the fogginess. Most of the time you're looking at replacement.
Finally, let's welcome Deb and Jim Boyce. Jim, Deb, welcome to today's show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to learn all about sea turtles. So happy to have you with us today. Jim and Deb, you are the coordinators of the Ocean Isle Beach Sea Turtle Protection Agency. Mm-hmm. Tell us what that all involves.
Go ahead.
Well, we're in charge of maintaining and training volunteers to protect the endangered sea turtles, because we are, of course, in the ocean. And we do this all year around, but specifically from May to September, when the mother sea turtle comes in, lays her nest. We monitor the nest, and we help the hatchlings to the water if they need to.
And I know both of you have been involved with the program for many years. Mm-hmm. How did you get involved?
That's quite a story. When we first moved to Ocean Isle Beach full-time, one morning I was out walking the beach because I had good intentions of doing that every day, and I noticed far down the beach these strange markings in the sand, and when I got to them there was a gentleman walking to me, or to, and we got there about the same time, and the first thought that went through my mind was, what idiot drove a John Deere tractor from the water to the dunes and back again? Well, little did I know that that was the tracks of a mother sea turtle, and he was telling me all about it, and I found out later on who to contact and to get involved, and we sat on, that was in mid-June, and by the middle of August we had sat with Judy Horn actually on our very first nest, and the first night we saw a hatchling come out, it grabbed a hold of our heart and hasn't let go since.
Well, I think that's phenomenal. And Jim, you actually designed what a turtle nest looks like, mm-hmm. and how the hatchlings, mm-hmm. you designed this, you built this. Mm-hmm. This is phenomenal as well. And these are actually ping pong balls.
Right.
They're the same size as a turtle
right.
egg.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they're coming out and...
the basic philosophy behind this, Kathy, is if you look at a nest from a cross-section when it is in the process of hatching, because a hatchling actually stays in the nest 3 to 5 days, absorbing their egg sac. They don't hatch and come out immediately. And that's what you'll see down here. They're absorbing their egg sac, and then when the egg sac is gone, Mother Nature says, your home's in the ocean, not in this hole in the sand. So they will actually work themselves up to the top of the nest and emerge.
And you mentioned that sometimes you have to help the turtles to the water. Do they struggle? I know they're brand new, just been born. Do they struggle, or they may lose their way to the ocean?
It's amazing. They will lose their way with artificial lighting. Mother Nature gives them the ability to first actually sense the harmonics or the vibration of the waves to draw them in the right direction, but also they will look for the brightest light. And if it's a very brilliant moonlit night with the moon reflecting off the ocean, it's perfect. But we ask the visitors to the island, if they're in the general vicinity of a nest, to please turn their outside lights off when they're not out, because we have had instances where hatchlings will have a tendency to turn and go toward the street rather than the water.